Okay, that's it. All I'm doing there is lighting kerosene, so there's nothing else in it at the minute. Let's close the top up, make a bit of a draw. Switch on the oil. Okay, so the oil is running. Yeah, okay, so the oil is on. So watch the flame now when I add the air. So here we go, I'm going to put the fan on now. Okay, so it makes a difference. Just let it get a bit hot first, and you know, once the chimney is hot, the flames will want to travel up there. But as it is, you can see that it's really doing what it's supposed to do. So that's it. You can see behind the glass there, and as you can see, no vortex. I can't. My fan is not powerful enough. Maybe if the fan was a bit more powerful. And that's what's going on in there. So that's it. And definitely the fiberglass rope has quietened things down tremendously. There's my oil going in. I'm just going to lower it a tad. It's quite warm here today, and there's no point in me going mental with the thing, but it's getting a bit hotter there. But either way, like I mean, it's a clean burn, so it's working fine. And you can see it. And if I want more heat out of it than that, I just turn up the oil. Actually, just show you the oil. So that's the setup. 1/2-inch gate valve, just in case people haven't seen it before. This is oil going in, doesn't mix with the air, and this is air going in, and the stove is getting hot. So oil line, follow it all the way back up, and there you go. Waste motor oil this time. If I had waste vegetable oil, I'd be using that, but I don't have any at the minute. So that's the setup on the last burner nozzle I used just a couple of minutes ago, and you can see it's burning nicely. I don't know if you can see, but the pot is red hot. That's not too noisy. I mean, it was really noisy before, and this is quieting it down tremendously. And there you go for smoke. Zoom back out. Okay, so what I want to do is if I follow that Hoover hose or that vacuum cleaner hose, there you go. You can see it's going into this guy. And what I want to do is I want to hook it up to the vacuum cleaner. So mid-flow, I'm just going to rip this out. Okay, so that's it out. I'm going to put it on this guy. Hopefully our fire doesn't go out in the meantime. Okay, I'm going to plug this guy out. Alright, have we still have fire? Yeah, we have. And we're going to plug this thing in. So, okay, so you see what I see now. And here we go, I'm going to switch the vacuum cleaner on. Okay, so I have the vacuum cleaner on suck. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to put the vacuum cleaner on, and we're going to get that to blow now. So here we go. There's plenty of air now. You can see it's like I don't know, it's like a runaway train. I'm not going to open that yet till it clears because we've had plenty of smoke in there. Now obviously the vacuum cleaner. Let's have a look. Vacuum cleaner, very noisy, so I'm going to put it outside just to quieten things down a bit. Okay, so it's just clearing the last of the smoke, the last of you know, when I had it burning without the here we go, when I had it burning without the Hoover or the vacuum cleaner. See that? That's savage. Okay, that's hot. There's the amount of oil going into it. Now, the idea of this, it's just an experiment. Obviously I'm getting way too much air, but you know, and you wouldn't want, I think that's about 1500 watts or something, that vacuum cleaner, so you know, you're not going to pay for 1.5 kilowatts of electricity. But it just goes to show, if I increase the amount of air or oil going into this to correspond with the air, I'm sure I could melt this thing if I wanted. So I'll just put a glove on. I'll open that stove up now. Okay, so let's have a look. That's super bright. I can see scale on the pot. I don't know how long it lasted, but I can't see the button. So everything is happening in that pot. When we look outside now, there should be no zero emissions. It's very bright. Too bright probably. So that's what we've got. Nothing. So now I could put a variable speed on that and turn it down a bit, but you know, I don't want to be forking out for you know, 1.5 kilowatts. It wouldn't last, you know, if it was kept going. It's not a continuously rated motor, but just to show, you know, a more powerful fan, and you can you could just turn this thing up until it melted, you know. So obviously I don't want to do that, but just for the fun of it, I decided I'd give this a shot. Yeah, so currently the stove is working. Anything I throw at it just works. Today I had this guy connected into it, and it was fantastic. You know, too much power, dangerous, in fact, but you know, really powerful, really good. You know, I need less air. This thing is, I don't know, 1500 watts, something like that. 1.5 kilowatts. You know, just too much electricity, too much to pay for. So I want something, you know, a lot tamer than that, but something that will produce a lot of air. This thing is about 100 watts, and I'm just using the blower side of things for that. And you know, 100 watts while I'm using, getting, I don't know how many kilowatts of heat out of this thing, but a savage amount of kilowatts, 30 kilowatts maybe, more even, out of this thing when I turn it up. You know, to heat my space, my shed, is fantastic. So there you go. Certainly I've enjoyed doing these videos, and you know, if it didn't work out, if it wasn't, you know, if it wasn't actually working, you just go, oh, that's it, and you'd go on to something else. I wouldn't bother with videos or whatever. I just, you know, cut my losses and go. But I tell you, this little fella here, very, very small, pipe and a pipe, simple to make. It could be straight going into the stove. That's just the way I've done it. This other burner, fantastic little setup. You know, it's a 10-inch brake disc, car brake disc, 8 inch high of 6-inch pipe, 6-inch diameter pipe, and those holes are spaced 1 inch all the way around. The top row of holes, I wasn't sure how many rows of holes I'd need, so the top row of holes was just for the to see what would happen. Turns out I didn't need them, so I just used them to anchor it within the stove. So just, if you're making one of these, it just needs 2 rows of holes, you know, around the actual 6-inch pipe, and that's an 8-inch pot, and that's the setup. 30mm hole into the pot. This hole here doesn't actually penetrate the pot; it just holds the handles of that up to the brake disc. And if you're interested in seeing that work, you know, just check on the other videos. The very first and second video I did, I used this, and I had that thing glowing absolutely, nearly white hot. You know, well over, I don't know, 1200 degrees Fahrenheit. It went off the scale on the little electronic gadget I have. But in any case, if I want to use that, I just pop it in here, take out that little this thing. There you go. Just take that out, and the other thing goes up through there instead. So fantastic little setup. Again, I don't know if it turned out on the video yet. I put this fiberglass rope in all the way around. I wanted to quieten things down, and it made a great improvement. It knocked the sound down to bearable limits, or even beyond that. It's fairly quiet now. and I put it here. It's blackened. I'm not sure if you can see it. And I stuck it on with let's see if I can find it. Okay, there it is. I stuck it on with this gear, Thermo-Tight. And I don't know, like, I'm sure there's plenty of brand names on it, but it seems water based. It's non-flammable anyway, and it certainly dries and sticks to stuff, and it's on fairly tight. And if I knock it off again, I just put a bit more stuff on and stick it back on. No hardship, very, very easy to do. So okay, YouTube, thanks very much for watching and for sticking with it. I've really enjoyed doing the video. And if you liked it, click on the like button, comment, or even subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. But bye bye for now.